Well, good evening, everybody, and certainly appreciate those of you who are here in attendance, and welcome to beautiful Stevensville, Texas, and all those out there on the high-speed internet, on the World Wide Web. Welcome to Stevensville, Texas. James Backman here, and Russell Bedrett next to me, and Clint's going to jump in and critique some of these pigs. But welcome to the Horath Ranch and the Invasion Pig Sale. This is the final sale of the year, the third sale of 2023. And Russell, I know we're in the UFO Mecca of America, but we're also in the show pig capital of Mecca too, I would say, by the quality we have here.
Yes, we're very excited. Thank you guys for your patience as we're starting our preview kind of customarily a little bit late. We've got 42 head in the barn. They are very, very good pigs. We had a little run through earlier today, and very excited to be able to showcase these through Taylor Fort here tonight, and we'll have another preview again tomorrow at 10:30. Just here for the folks that come for the auction, but looks to be a very good set of pigs in the barn.
I would agree. And first in here we have ear tags, which are also going to be the lot numbers. Lot number 41 and 42, a pair of these are going to come in. They will be choiced. They're towards the back end of the cell here. Myers Show Pigs, 18-3, 18-4, crossbred hogs, both board pigs. Come and see on the top side of the pedigree, in-game on the bottom side of the pedigree. And Clint's going to jump in here and discuss these. But I mean, you want to talk about bone power and just show pig appeal, Clint. This pair of them offers just a lot of those in those areas.
Yeah, for sure. And if you hadn't followed the Come and See board, that'd be a Laird boar out of Snafu on a Kingpin Step 1, bred by Brockman Farms. And that Snafu, if you're not paying attention to the show pig world, Jonky and Fisher, they've been doing some big things up in Northeast Texas and putting some good things together. And Grant went outside the box and bought some semen from them guys, and the sow side of this would be an in-game, also a Laird board, but I can attest that sow was absolutely phenomenal, and I saw these pigs about 3 weeks ago. I think they've gained 50 pounds in the last 3 weeks. If you go to Grant Meyer Show Pigs, he takes good care of them things, and they're always healthy, and they can grow. And that sow is absolutely phenomenal, and I can tell you, if you calm these things down just a little bit and get them going, they're going to be able to move like a cat, like they said. I mean, big legs, big tops, the extras that can win, and they can still get out and absolutely move.
Yeah, for sure. Wide, dense skeleton hogs that just have a tremendous amount to them. And like Clint says, you settle those down, ease the protein out. Obviously, they're getting ready for a show pig sale here and those reaching those higher weights. But I think this pair, everything that we're trying to feed, mass, power, density, bone, skull shape, and still have a clubby look, all those intangibles that honestly you can't feed, they have to have it. They're there. So great pair of them. Lot number 41 and 42. And just as quick as they head out the ring, I'll bring another pair of them in here for you. It is going to be Myers once again, two more pigs, lot 14 and lot 26. First one's going to be lot number 14, the Berkshire Cross Pig, Southwest on the top side, out of the good Constitution sow, Clint.
Yeah, so that sow, it's actually a Just for Berks Constitution, but that Just for Berks sow would be littermate to Grant's heavyweight class winner at San Angelo this past year. That thing could just get out and move. Had a lot of rib, a lot of top, just a lot of the things that you need at the end, and still grew and got to the heavyweight status. But that I've got a littermate to this one that's just doing a great job too. This one's mama, that is. And if you study this one, just feet and legs all day. We're probably about 10 days early, but this time of year to sell these pigs, we got to get them out there and we got to get them into the homes they need to go in. And that's one that we just think can do a lot of things going forward and is going to grow and do good things on the feed bucket.
And lot number 26 here. We didn't talk about 26 yet, right? Sorry, I was distracted talking here. Lot number 26, the Chester appearing pig. On the top side of the pedigree there. Oh, that's that good boar Invasion on the top side, and looks like we got the Cooney sow on the bottom side. I'm a pretty big fan of this Chester barrow here. That one offers look, bone, and shape, and I mean a green, late maturing one that's still got some wowie pieces.
Yeah, that grandma to this one, I always said when I saw her at Grant's, is probably the best Chester in the country that nobody knows about. And she's doing a good job. I think Grant and Tyler and Kaiser are building around that deal. She builds them on feet and legs and built to feed and grow. Bred to Coney, that'd be lining up a little bit of rake blood and a little bit of ready-made blood. Coney would be a 3/4 sib to Making Waves at Laird, which is that boar we just sold for 45 grand, and most Chester breeders out there are using that guy right now. So pay attention on that bottom side. The top side would involve a little bit more Chili Dog, which is a Canacey board that lived for 7 years and won a national show every one of those years, lined up with a little bit of rake stuff, and just really, really good hog right there.
Yeah, nice set that Myers brought here, and Grant doing a great job over there. Again, that was 41-42 first in, and lot 14 and 26 were your second ones in. Next in the ring is going to be your tag number 32, lot number 32. Lockman Genetics coming in for the first time here. 45-4, a Yorkshire appearing gilt. Walk this way, big ticket, and man, Russell, you look at this one, and this one for the breed just reads stout all over the place. Big feet, big paws, big features. Just kind of enamored with the amount of mass that this one brings to the table, and still gives you a really, really clubby package there.
Yeah, she's pretty neat. We had Lockman asked me a couple months ago about coming to the invasion, and we were very excited that he was able to come. And I just told him, I said, when you come, we just make sure you bring your best stock, which is kind of what we customarily tell everybody. And there's no doubt that's what he did. He's got great presentation on these animals. He's selected them quite a while ago and planned for this event, and generally, that's what leads to success. We really appreciate what he's brought. This York Gilt's a good example of a few more to come here that we're going to show you in his set. Very, very deep set of pigs.
Yeah, and I said a Yorkshire pairing. That is a pedigreed Yorkshire hog. Yeah, it should be Yorkshire pairing when you run pure blood in it there. So to get one that stout and that powerful, that kind of quality, and still have a pedigree to go with it. Good job there, Brian, and what you're doing. We'll shoot that one out, and we'll bring in lot number 15 and 31, I believe, are going to come in next. And we'll start by talking about lot number 15. 54-5 would be the Duroc gilt, limit up, anchor, cheap money. And this is a fancy little red gilt right here. Neat little show rig, Russ.
Yeah, she's pretty fun. Brian's description, this is one gilt that's way, way good. So many are pretty but frail or have bone but are ugly. This gilt is good looking, attractive, great design, and has modern show look. When you get down and study her, she's got as big of a hind leg as anything. We thought this gilt was very fun. We haven't had a lot of Durocs this year. We had a couple of really good ones last sale, and we may have a better set of reds in the sale. This set between his red gilt, and then we've got a couple more from other consigners. But again, if you're looking for a red gilt, whether you're going to OIE or San Antonio or Houston or what have you, even just your county show, I know there's some shows out our way on the West Coast that's got some breed divisions in February and March. This gilt would fit the bill and I think be very, very competitive.
Yeah, I agree. Brian sums it up very well. That's a complete combination pig that still reaches those boundaries to have that wow factor, that it factor we talk about, and not messed up anywhere. Hard to put that kind of skeleton on one, that kind of feature on one, and still keep that neat show pig look. So good job on that one. Lot 31 is going to be the Belted Boy, obviously a dark cross, Hampshire, depending on where you want to put it. It's a gilt, correction. Trick pony on a timber. We've had the opportunity at our farm, Russell. We've laid in some of those timber sows. Not only are they good moms, but they are good generators, and that pretty much looks like what they do. And you get some of that tricked out, stuff on the top side of the pedigree. Things go real well.
Yeah, a little history here. The mom of 39-4 is one of Lockman's best sows. In her first litter, she had a sailmaker at San Antonio last year. And then her spring litter, started by Hat Trick, had a division winner at a very tough county in California, which I believe would be Kern County, from my conversation with Brian earlier today. So, yeah, very, very good stuff. And, again, we've seen a great York gilt from him, a very good Duroc gilt, and I think obviously he's brought his best cross gilt here. If you're looking for a jackpot gilt or whatever show you may want to go to with a gilt, this cross gilt should fit the bill and be pretty competitive wherever.
And again, that was lot 15, the Duroc gilt, and lot 31, your dark cross gilt. Next in one of the more unique ones that we have in the sale offering, not only at Lockman brought, is lot number 24 coming in. This is Whataburg on a Jack Black sow, and Yeah, obviously jigged up with that Whataburger on the top side, but man, that's one. If you're looking to go jackpot Russell, if you're looking for an in-gate one, it just got to be a look-alike show for a female. This one just has a huge future and a big upside, in my opinion.
I thought this one looked phenomenal on the photo that Brian took, and just some of his promotional stuff. And then when we got here, or when she arrived, I thought, wow. She does not have a pedigree, folks, so don't buy her thinking you're going to get a pedigree. But there's plenty of venues to show a Burt Gilt that doesn't have a pedigree nowadays. And I can think of a big one in California called the Revival. I think she'd fit really well. But this part of the world, this one could win a lot of Burke shows, a lot of jackpot divisions there. Or if you just want to race some Burke appearing pigs in this part of the world, this one looks like she'd probably make a phenomenal female.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out, because when I look at her, I think show gilt, but then when you really study her, I mean, just that volume, capacity, and cage and density she has, I mean, she reads, and obviously she's little, but, Brute Sow comes to mind, too, later on in her life. I think that one reads to be a generator when it's all done. So congratulations, Brian. That is lot number 24, Berkshire Appearing Gilt. And Brian brought you a great set. He doesn't have a bad one in there. Certainly all 5 of them are top end. But lot number 4, we may have saved the best for last right here, Russell. The 44-3 Dark Cross Boar Pig. Say it on the top side. Unshamed Goosebumps, which is that Heimer purchase or Heimer sale, the bottom side there where it came from. This barrel right here, he's got a big future in front of him. I see this one winning lots and lots of banners. He looks like he's easy to feed, and he looks like you could do a lot with him. That one can win right now. That one can win late, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when Brian originally called me about bringing pigs, he probably already had this one in mind, and he has said he's probably had more interest on this one than anything that they've had in recent years, and justifiably so. I mean, this one looks pretty legit to me. Whether you're wanting a boar prospect or a barrel prospect, he's a little bigger and could probably show at San Antonio or one of those February shows, or he could also probably be slowed down a bit and show in March. Or if you're wanting a boar, like I say, this one here is pretty special. Brian's comments, you can read his description posted on showpig.com, but I know he's one of his very favorites, if not his very favorite, that he's made in quite a while. Pretty special animal, and we're just gratefully brought him.
Yeah, great job, Brian. Big fan of that one, and we'll shoot it around a couple more times. That one certainly needs to be seen and looked at. Very popular by everyone who is here and sees him in person. That is it for the Lockman Genetics. We'll switch right in here. Lot number 11 and 12. Streber's back here, 40-1, 40-2, but 11 and 12. 11 is the Dark Cross, and 12 is going to be the calico brockled up one, however you want to call it. Swish on the top side, tricked out in-game on the bottom side, and fun discussion. There's 4 or 5 of us that were standing there in our preview earlier today, and Russell will allude to this, I'm sure, in his comments, but trying to figure out which one of these is the better one of the pair. Both very high-end, both very good hogs, skeleton-wise, density-wise, show pig-wise. One of the very best sows at Streber's place there, and I could go either way. I might have it flipped from what I said earlier this morning, Russ, but this is a pair of real good ones.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. I might have it flipped the way I liked them this morning. Read Dakota's description real quick. Swish, their sire, is a tricked out son raised by Horsley Genetics that's at Showtime Sires. The mom of these pigs is a litter mate to OG at Weather Show Pigs and Easy for You at SG Genetics, and as well as the Reserve Grand Prospect Hog at the Indiana Stock Show and class winner and 8th overall Dark Cross Barrow at Tulsa 2022. So if you're familiar with Dakota's program, he has built it all around a particular sow line that's done extremely well. Dakota had a tremendous set of pigs in our last sale, and we're pumped to have him back again. This pair of barrows looks like exactly what you'd expect him to bring. Just very neat looking. They have show barrow look. They have stoutness of feature. They've got hair. They've got a big old stout show barrow kind of skull, and they look like they're going to feed into the way their rear legs come down, and they're just real square built and just neat. So Streber Genetics pigs, again, they are lots 11 and 12.
Yep, 11 and 12. So great job, Dakota. He's got quite a crew here with him. I'm sure they're responsible for most of this because I've seen them do all the work today, Russ.
No doubt.
Lot number 39, next in, TKO Genetics, Kyle Hicks and Company. Kyle couldn't be with us, but we're fortunate enough he dropped off a pretty nice trio of pigs here. The 33-3 Dark Cross, Absolute on the top side, which is that Great Heimer boar. Intentional on his good old proven never before Sal on the bottom side. Yeah, I mean, what can you say about TKO? Track record speaks for itself, and just good build. I mean, this is the big cage, easy fleshing one that just looks like a barrel that's going to get out and move and motor his whole life and not give you any trouble when he's on the feed bucket.
Yeah, and Kyle's description was, and he's right. That absolute boar at Heimers has been very hard to get semen on, and he wanted to thank Jesse for allowing him to sample this awesome new sire. Sal here is going to be a great one long term at TKO. She is a mate to the class-winning cross barrel at Denver 22, as well as 2 sailmakers at OIE and the Grand at Comanche County, Oklahoma. They're jacked about the feedability and the sow power behind this litter. I just want to say we appreciate Kyle for sending these pigs, and Kyle's just like all of us, has had a very busy sales season, and he called me the other day, said there's no way I'm going to be able to make it, but I've got these 3 pigs, and I think they're very good, and he's got a guy coming down to help as well with the sale tomorrow, so we appreciate Kyle. He knows the value in this sale and the venue it's got to market some pigs. And Kyle did a good job, sent us 3 real nice little absolute pigs. We'll see the next 2 here in a sec.
Make sure those of you out there on Facebook or whatnot share that this is going on. Those of you listening to us, the invasion. Taylor Fort Broadcasting is here, and we have Taylor and Sam with us. Young lady's doing a great job getting it. So if you're home and got friends, shoot over for everybody to log on. Those of us here, don't forget to share it on your pages that we're live right now with the preview. TKO's coming right back at us, Russ. All 3 of them are litter mates. 21 and 40 are coming in here. So once again, absolute on the top side of that pedigree on that intentional never before sow, and I mean, there's one out here that I think has a chance someday when it just grows up and everything's said and done, just from a function